Michaela Schwickerath is now up.
Do you know what it's like to see your baby brother and your mother die right in front of you while you can't do anything? My name is Irene, and at the time of all of this, I was 19 and my brother Gregory was 16. He had Tourette syndrome, and if you don't know what that is, it's a disorder characterized by involuntary tics and vocalizations. My family wasn't Jewish, but we decided to hide our Jewish neighbors considering all that they had done for us. One morning, April 17th, 1944, we were taking them food and clothes. We were stopped by the police, and they asked us where we were going. I quickly jetted in and told them that we were going to stay with our family for a couple of days. He obviously didn't believe me, and now we're on a train to a concentration camp called Sachsenhausen. At the time, my brother wasn't allowed to speak because he could have said something to get us in trouble. Later, after they asked us a list of questions that seemed like it was going on forever, they determined that we weren't Jewish. My brother turned to me with this look of terror in his eyes, and he started to whisper to me that he was scared, and he blurted out, "Hidden Jews." I froze. My mother froze, and he froze. He looked at me because he knew what just happened. The man standing next to us was a guard. He looked at my mother, and my mother pleaded for them not to take him and for nothing to happen because he was sick. The guard asked what she meant, and she replied that he was sick in the head. The guard turned to her with the evil look that he always had and replied, "Oh, darling, we can fix that." As if at this moment everything went in slow motion. He reached for his hip, pivoted, turned to my brother, and bang! My brother, my baby brother, laid on the floor motionless. My mother on her knees, sobbing, and me standing in the back, not knowing what to do, in shock. The worst thing? My mother, the one who always knew what to do, didn't know what to do as she was curled up on the floor, bawling. Now put yourself in my mother's shoes. Those people that you care so much about you were ripped from you, and that's on you. You couldn't do anything to save them. She sat there after my brother was shot, saying how it was all her fault and bawling. And she told me that she failed him and I told her that there wasn't any way to do it differently, and that everything happens for a reason. About a year after being captured, slowly, it seems like everyone is dying around me, beaten, starved, worked until they fell. My mom came down with something, and that mixed with the depression, she eventually passed away. I knew my time would come shortly, so as I closed my eyes to sleep one of my last slumbers, I heard a voice. "Wake up, I'm here, wake up, hurry." It was a soldier, and they were saving me. I woke up and we ran, and we never looked back. That was my journal entry the night that the camp was liberated, April 20th, 1945. I was saved, but my mother and my baby brother died. But I was saved. That guilt haunts me every day. Maybe it should have been me who was shot. Maybe it should have been me who gotten sick. But then I think about my mother, and I told her that everything happened for a reason. So everyone, my message to you is that yes, things are going to happen, and we can't forget that because we're human. But don't let yourself get caught up in the emotion. You have to realize that everything happens for a reason. Thank you.